Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Set to kick off.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Off the play fake, Jones. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jones on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Jones off the play fake. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're scoreless after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Last year's rushing leader among rookies, this is Josh Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. Right side caught by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now throwing on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The handoff to Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The play fake, Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Throwing again. Jones. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. He gets it left side to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw caught here by Bird. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Jacobs incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, as it's 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Blake Martin.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. Ty Johnson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
Cousins now. And his throw is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Cousins. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
The Colts first down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Cousins.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Pass complete to Bird out right here.
Cousins.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A 6-yard.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
9-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Texans 28, Colts 14. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
That's how we do it.
Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. Right side complete. That's Woods. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Cousins on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taking it about the 1. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch 54. It's just me and you.
Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. With it is Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Deion Buchanan made the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go again with Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he stopped immediately there. The ball call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they take a knee. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis,